boys, today we are back, and in today's video I'm going to be going over my UFC Seattle Adesanya versus Pyfer full card predictions. Let's get straight into it. I really only care about the main event on this card, but let's get right into the full card predictions. First up, Alexia Thainara versus Bruna Brazil. There's just no way I'm picking Bruna Brazil to win a fight anymore. I picked her to absolutely school Wang Kong in her last fight. Or no, she beat Wang Kong. Who did I beat? Who did I pick Bruna Brazil to beat? Was it Wang Kong? I think it was Wang Kong that I picked Bruna Brazil to beat. And she went out there and lost. Wait, was it? Who did Bruna Brazil? I don't fucking know. I don't really give a shit anyway. I'm done picking Bruna Brazil. She looks great in one fight. Smoked Molly McCann. Started predicting her to win fights, and then she blows it. So give me Alexia Thainara, 13-1, way better record. Bruna Brazil is just too inconsistent for me. So give me Alexia Thainara by decision. Moving on. Ricky Simón versus Adrian Yanez. This is a decent little fight, and it's only the second fight of the night, which is kind of surprising because Ricky Simón's from Seattle, so you'd think they'd put him higher up on the card when the crowd's a little bit more full. But I'm going Ricky Simón here. Can't trust Adrian Yanez anymore. He had like a good little stretch against some cans, but when he fought real comp, he lost his last fight out against a no-name. Literally can't even remember what the guy's name is. Like, genuinely, that's how bad the guy is that he lost to. Has been out of the cage since 2024, I think. Late 2024. I don't think he fought at all in 2025. So give me Ricky Simón. Ricky Simón went on like a big losing streak, won like 2 or 3 in a row, lost his last fight to Raoni Barcelos, but he's been a lot more active. He can mix in takedowns against Adrian Yanez, who's just purely a striker. I think Ricky Simón will do a lot of like pushing up against the cage in this fight. Yanez is way faster, way slicker on the feet, but like I said, he's been out for a while. Not that impressive anymore. So I think Ricky Simón gets it done. I'll go 29-28 decision for Simón. Using, takedowns and getting a lot of control time up against the fence. Moving on, Navajo Sterling versus Bruno Lopez. Give me Navajo Sterling by boring decision. This guy's just an Adesanya fucking clone and dupe. Doesn't do a lot, just sits on the outside, kicks, doesn't throw any big punches, maybe like one big punch around, leg kicks, jabs, the fucking typical fucking New Zealand, Australian fucking Adesanya Volt clone. Just does a whole lot of nothing, just fights to, not lose instead of fights to win, does not go forward, does not get finishes, and Bruno Lopez is just not good. Pretty sure he lost his last fight, or maybe even his last 2. He's just not good. I'm really getting sick of these UFC cards. They're freaking terrible. So this is a terrible fight. Navajo Sterling's probably going to win. Give me him by 30-27, boring decision. Like 30 significant strikes land on each side, like 20 head on each side. It's going to be, I don't know. It's going to be terrible. Navajo Sterling 30-27. Moving on. Speaking of terrible fight, this fight's actually not bad because Casey O'Neill used to be like a little bit of a decent prospect, and Gabriela Fernandez is good. She did beat Wang Kong, and she's on a 3-fight win streak. So give me Gabriela Fernandez. I can't trust Casey O'Neill to win a fight in 2026. She's taken another huge layoff. Pretty sure she lost that fight to someone. I can't remember who it was, and then came back and won. So she is coming off a win streak, or a win, I'm pretty sure. I actually don't know, and I actually don't get that much of a shit. But Gabriela Fernandez, 3-fight winning streak, been more active, fought Wang Kong, beat her. That's a way better win than any win Casey O'Neill has. So give me Gabriela Fernandez. Give me her by finish. I see no finishes on. Give me her Gabriela Fernandez by 29-28 decision. I see no finishes so far up on the card. I'm probably gonna zoom through this really quick. Give me Gabriela Fernandez by 29-28 decision. Casey O'Neill's been way too long out of the ring. And she just hasn't looked good since that little run she went on when she first got into the UFC. So, moving on, Marcin Tybura versus Tyrell Fortune. Give me Marcin Tybura. I'm done picking these guys coming from other sports. I know I say this every video or other promotions. Sorry, I know I say this every video when these guys show up, but I'm just done. I'm not doing it. Marcin Tybura, give me him by 29-28 decision again. I guess Tyrell Fortune is a wrestler. I'm pretty sure he does wrestle. I'm not too fucking, I don't know what the word is. I'm not too high on him. He does have 2 no contests on his record. I don't know if that was like for doping or for steroids, but I'm not sure. Marcin Tybura, UFC vet, doesn't have really much of a chin. Isn't really good anywhere anymore, but I just can't trust a heavyweight coming from another promotion. So give me Tybura, 29-28 decision. Moving on. Maybe this fight will get a finish. Who knows? Chase Hooper versus Lance Gibson. Lance Gibson tough fight in his UFC debut against Bobby Green. That's kind of like a tough debut. But yeah, Chase Hooper looked bad against Alexander Hernandez and got put out bad. This is a tough one. Lance Gibson didn't really even look that good against Bobby Green, but Bobby Green is a tough fight. Damn, this is hard. Give me Chase Hooper 29-28 decision. I see no finishes still. I see no finishes on this card. Give me Chase Hooper 29-28 decision using grappling. Lance Gibson Jr. didn't grapple in that fight with Bobby Green, if I don't remember. It's just like these cards, bro. It's like I can't even like do research on these guys because they've had one fight, no fights, fucking Contender Series debut, fucking just a bunch of fucking no names, man. And it's so fucking annoying. But give me Chase Hooper 29-28 using grappling. Chase Hooper sucks on the feet, so he better fucking implement the grappling or he's probably going to lose. Lance Gibson Jr. is a little bit slick on the feet, I guess. I don't know. Why is this fucking UFC like this? I have no idea. The UFC is so dead, bro. It's so fucking dead. Anyway, Chase Hooper versus Lance Gibson. Give me Chase Hooper 29-28. Implementing grappling, maybe getting the back of Lance Gibson, threatening chokes. I don't think he'll finish Lance Gibson. Chase Hooper's not a finisher to me. He's so fucking frail. I don't think he can finish fucking anything at lightweight. He's like a damn near bantamweight. He should just go back to bantamweight, or did he even fight at bantamweight? I'm not sure. He's not good either. Neither of these guys are good. Neither of them will touch the top 15. So just give me Chase Hooper 29-28 implementing grappling. Moving on. Finally, a fight I see a finish in. Give me Ignacio Bahamondes by submission, not by knockout. Give me Bahamondes by decision. He's sneaky on the ground. And Tofik Masaev is just not good. Came over from Ryzen. Lost to Oralbai in his debut. And Oralbai is, shown to be, high level after just beating Chris Curtis. But give me Ignacio Bahamondes by submission. This guy Mosaev is not a good grappler. Got taken down by Oralbai. I don't think Bahamondes will take him down. I think Mosaev will get caught in like maybe going for a takedown. Bahamondes maybe will kick him and he'll like trip. And Bahamondes will get on top and then latch up a submission. I don't see Bahamondes going for a takedown, but I see like getting caught in him and Mosaev getting caught in a scramble. Bahamondes maybe guillotine, maybe like a rear naked after getting the back, maybe a triangle, like some shit like that after Mosaev shoots for a takedown. So, and this is also short notice. Bahamondes is the opponent on short notice. He stepped up on short notice to fight Mosaev. So yeah, I think he just levels above Mosaev. Ignacio Bahamondes has a win over Manuel Torres. That's aging really well. I know his last fight against Fiziev wasn't the best, and Fiziev kind of did school him. So that is kind of a rough look, but I think he bounces back against a way lower level Mosaev, and I think he gets it done by round one submission. Fuck it. Bahamondes by round one submission, and he is the winner of the prelims. Moving on. We're definitely getting a finish in this fight. This is either fucking Terrence McKinney in the first minute or Kyle Nelson in the last minute. So give me Terrence McKinney, though. Kyle Nelson's not a fighter, genuinely. His last fight with Drew Dober. Was it Drew Dober? No, Matt Frivola. Sorry. I get all those guys mixed up. Kyle Nelson versus Matt Frivola was not a good fight. If I remember correctly, Nelson finished Frivola in the first round, and then the ref, I can't remember what exactly happened, but the ref like let it keep going like for the next two rounds, and Frivola was like a shell of himself, but Kyle Nelson couldn't get the finish, so that's kind of concerning. I think McKinney just goes out there and just knocks him out. I don't think McKinney will go for a submission. I think he's just way better on the feet than Kyle Nelson. Kyle Nelson seems like really soy, like I'm sorry to say that, but I see McKinney just going out there and just bullying him on the feet. First round TKO for McKinney. He bounces back. This is McKinney. Wins one, lose one, wins one, lose one. He lost his last fight, so boom, he's going to win this one by knockout in the first minute against Kyle Nelson and light the building on fire. Moving on. Mansour Abdul Malik versus Yusri Belgarui. Give me Yusri Belgarui. Not high on Mansour Abdul Malik at all. And Yusri Belgarui has a solid takedown defense. We saw that. That's a good win, and he got against Azamat Bukoev back in October on the Derrida versus Allen card. So that was a great performance by Belgarui. Shucked off all Bukoev's takedowns, pieced up Bukoev on the feet too, but Bukoev had nothing for Belgarui, even in the grappling. So I don't think Mansour Abdul Malik's going to have anything for Belgarui in the grappling, and he just hasn't been that impressive to me, honestly. Can't remember a guy he's beaten other than Cody Brendage. And was that the draw that got overturned? I can't remember. I don't think it was, but Abdul Malik, not impressive at all to me. Belgarui, Alex Pereira, training partner, good takedown defense, slick boxing, slick kickboxing. I think he's going to be a player at middleweight. Even though he lost his Contender Series fight, he came back on Contender Series, got another win. And I think he pieces up Mansour Abdul Malik. I don't think he gets a finish. Malik is tough and undefeated and young. But I think he beats him. I'll go 29-28. One judge gives it like a 30-27. Yusri Belgarui schools Mansour Abdul Malik. Moving on, Laren Douglas versus Julian Erosa. Give me Laren Douglas. He's younger. He's coming off an insane fight on the Contender Series, if I remember correctly. I don't remember if he got a finish or not. Like I said, I don't know why this is like the fourth fight on the main card. Nobody knows who Laren Douglas is. Julian Erosa is just the slowest dude you'll ever see. He does get, some. He is like a get finished or finish guy. Sorry to hang now. So this fight could be fun. I do see it ending in a finish. Give me Laren Douglas by first round TKO. Julian Erosa is so sloppy, not sloppy, but so like sluggish and slow and has no speed on the feet. I think Laren Douglas goes out there and bulldozes him in round one. This will be like a McKinney versus Kyle Nelson fight, but it'll be later in the first round, the finish. Just remembering Julian Erosa's last few fights, he's just looked so slow and sluggish on the feet. He does have good submissions, which could play a factor in this. I'm not sure if Laren Douglas has good submission defense or like. I don't know. I don't know anything about the guy because he's had one fucking fight and he's on the main card. What do you want me to do? Genuinely, what do you want me to do? Go back and watch his old fucking regional fights? I'm sorry. I have a full-time job. I'm not doing that shit. Give me Laren Douglas by first round TKO. Julian Erosa, not built for the UFC at this stage of his career. Moving on, and usually they give the Contender Series guys layups, and at this point, I think Julian Erosa is a layup. Moving on, feature fight. This fight sucks, but Michael Chiesa, this is his retirement fight, and he is from Seattle, so I don't mind the UFC giving him this position. This fight's going to be boring, though. Michael Chiesa, I think he's going to get a finish. I do. Second round submission, I'm going for Michael Chiesa. I think he's going to show levels on the ground to Nico Price, take him down easily in the first round, take him down easily in the second round, and then lock up a submission easily. Nico Price just got knocked out bad, like recently, too, in the Paramount era. Can't remember who he fought. I can't remember, but he got knocked out bad, like up against the fence knocked out. It was a funny knockout, I remember that. So he just got knocked out. This is short notice. This was supposed to be Chiesa versus someone. This was supposed to be Chiesa versus someone, not Nico Price, but Nico Price stepped up. Carlston Harris, which Carlston Harris probably would have beat Michael Chiesa at this stage in his career, but he gets Nico Price. I think he's going to show levels in the grappling. I think Michael Chiesa is going to get a nice send-off in his home state with a second-round submission over Nico Price. Moving on, co-main event, Macy Barber versus Alexa Grasso. I mean, Alexa Grasso's coming off like 3 losses, isn't she? She lost to Valentina the last time. I think she lost to someone else, and then she lost to Natalia Silva. Or she just lost to Silva and Shevchenko. So she's either coming off 3 or 2 losses. She's fighting Macy Barber. This is actually pretty hard to predict, I'm not going to lie. And this should be a decent little fight. Does Macy Barber grapple? Not really. I'm gonna go. Fuck it. I'm gonna go Macy Barber. She's young. She's hungry. Pretty sure this is a rematch, and Alexa Grasso beat her early on in Macy Barber's career. But I think Barber gets the get back. Alexa Grasso. I just don't. She didn't look good in that final Shevchenko fight. She should have lost the second Shevchenko fight if it didn't get a random 10-8 in the last round. I think Alexa Grasso is a little bit overrated. I think Macy Barber, Alexa Grasso probably has cleaner striking, but Macy Barber is probably going to make it more of a dogfight, and I think she'll thrive in that, make it a little chaotic, push her up against the fence, use the clinch. So I think Macy Barber will just make it mean and win like a 29-28 back and forth fight. Decent fight for a women's fight. I predict this fight will be good. Give me Macy Barber 29-28. And makes it really scrappy, makes it a dogfight. And she's just generally better at that, just pushing her up against the cage and just making it ugly. Moving on, main event. Finally, we are here. I have some strong opinions on this main event. I'm going to make a full video about this on Thursday or Friday, but Israel Adesanya, I am picking you to lose brutally by KO. Joe Pyfer is going to knock out Israel Adesanya into the shadow realm. Worse than Imavov. Imavov landed that punch. Izzy went down, and then he finished with a follow-up. Izzy wasn't like completely out, but he was like really badly dazed. Joe Pyfer's going to send this dude into the shadow realm, like spazzing on the ground, KO, like cold KO. It's going to happen. Joe Pyfer is literally going to demolish Israel Adesanya, and it's not going to be close. It will not be close. I'm sorry. Israel Adesanya just does not have it at this stage of his career. I'm going to keep it short because I am making a video about this, but I do have Joe Pyfer by cold KO, sadly. I used to be an Izzy fan, bro. But then he just started cringing me out and doing weird shit. And yeah, his fighting style just sucks too. He used to be so much fun. Now he just sits on the back foot like Volk and just jabs and leg kicks and is boring as fuck. So I think Joe Pyfer is going to close the distance and land a huge bomb. I'm going Joe Pyfer, second round KO, cold, leaving Izzy flat on the canvas, like genuinely flat on the canvas, out cold KO, like fucking Gregory Rodriguez, Jack Hermanson. I don't know why that just came up, but I think some shit like that. Like some bad KO, which sucks because I used to be an Izzy fan, but I think Joe Pyfer has way too much power. Izzy's chin's not there. Joe Pyfer has too much power. I'll leave it at that. I'm making a video about this in a few days. Let me know what you guys think of my predictions. Let me know who you guys are picking. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Pyfer by bad KO. Peace.